Alam niyo po, isa sa mga na-observe ko over the course of practice is minsan yung mga namamatay, hindi po talaga nasa laki ng iniwan eh. Minsan nasa komplikasyon ng sitwasyon na iniwan niya. And so, if you are someone that you foresee your children, maybe you have illegitimate children or you have multiple families throughout your life at ayaw niyo po silang magkagulo at mag-away-away kapag tayo ay wala na, kayo ay nawala na, I strongly recommend you do estate planning. This is to ensure that it's quite clear, they get what is due them, and it's very clear, it's very orderly, wala nang chaos, walang confusion, wala nang away-away. Meron po kami mga cases, maniwala kayo at hindi, 60 square meter na lote, pinag-aawayan po. Pinag-aawayan ng mga magkakapatid. Merong 200 square meter, pinag-aawayan po ng tatlong set ng pamilya. So these are the things that we want to avoid when we pass away because we want our loved ones to be kahit paano comforted when we leave rather than stressed out with the situation. And so there are many ways to do it. Pwede po gumawa ng co-ownership, ng sa cash, di ba? Gumawa ng bank accounts, probably designate each heir na tag-isang joint account kayo. Pwede rin kayo gumawa ng trust. Ibig sabihin, tatlong parties doon, isang grantor kayo na magbibigay ng umento, the trustee who will manage the trust, and then the beneficiary, which can be your children, your grandchildren, your heirs, especially if there's a large amount of money involved and baka bata pa sila or they are not yet that mature, you can create trust for that. Pwede rin na donation, pwede i-donate nyo na habang buhay pa, ito dito, ito dito, ito dito, so that when you're gone, there will be very little or none na kailangan na i-distribute. Pwede rin naman po gumawa ng last will and testament, so that when you pass away, it is clear what goes to who and hindi na sila magtatalo-talo. Pwede rin po na hindi alam ng marami to have your last will and testament probated while you are still alive. Sasabihin niyo lang sa court, Judge, eto po ako, eto yung last will and testament ko, eto yung gusto ko sana mangyari. Walang pumilit sa akin, walang nanloko sa akin, I'm of sound mind, sound body, or at least sound mind, and these are my last wishes. Pwede rin naman gumawa ng last will na holographic will, you write it with your own handwriting, and then you sign it, you date it, you number each page. Pwede rin naman po yung pangalawang klase ng will, yung notarial will. Hanap kayo ng notaryo, type yung last will nyo, susumpaan nyo sa kanya, and you bring 3 disinterested witnesses. Ano ibig sabihin nun? Kailangan tong tatlong witness na to ay walang mamanahin sa inyo para maging valid yung notarial will. So you can have that hidden or kept by a trusted friend or lawyer or a loved one or a relative. Bawal na bawal po ang gumawa ng joint will, by the way. Natatawa po ako dahil yung magulang ko dati gumawa ng joint will nung sila ay mag-abroad. At sinabi pa sa akin, anak, pag may mangyari ha, meron kaming joint will ng daddy mo. Sabi ko, bakit po kayo gumawa nun? Void po yun under the law. Hindi man lang kayo kumonsulta sa akin, abogado po man din ng anak ninyo. Tinawanan lang po namin at that time, but at least they know and hopefully by now you know rin. Bakit hindi pwede ang joint will ng mag-asawa? It's because, syempre, baka pag yung isa magmamana doon sa isa, patay na isa yung isa. So, yung mga ganun. Those kinds of considerations were taken into account by the lawmakers. Matagal na po ang ating civil code, hundreds of years old. So there must be some wisdom to that. Another vehicle that we can use for estate planning is corporation. Pwede rin po tayo gumawa ng korporasyon na kung saan ay ilalagay natin yung shares of our business and then you just distribute that to the children. Pwede rin naman gumawa ng holding corporation for real estate, but the problem with real estate now is that when you sell it, it's subject to VAT and income tax. Ngayon, kung hahawakan lang naman tapos hindi naman problema yung administrative burden of filing tax returns, of filing SEC reports, yung mga ganon, then that is also an option to keep the land together, to keep the family together. And lastly, instead of a last will and testament, you can create a set of last wishes na either you record it or you write it down and then sasabihin nyo sa mga anak ninyo na o sa mga naiwan ninyo, ito yung billing ko sa inyo, magpatawaran kayo, itong bahay kay ganito, itong cash kay ganito, kasi mag-abroad naman siya. So that can be done, although that is not binding, but at least it is something na they can consider pag mag-extrajudicial na lang sila in accordance with your last wishes. Anong advantage ito? Siyempre, hindi na kailangan mag-file ng probate sa court at siyempre, may make public yung situation ninyo, yung assets niyo, and sometimes it takes time, it will cause delays, and of course, it will cost some money as well. Ang downside naman dito is that, of course, hindi siya binding because ito yung last wishes mo, wish mo lang yun, pero hindi kasigurado kung ito ba ay tutuparin ng inyong mga iniwan sa buhay. And so, those are some tips for estate planning. Should you wish to know more, we have a free 15-minute consultation. Just click the link below, and God bless you.